Hi, guys. I'm Sheridan with Christians Do Yoga. Thank you for tuning in. This 20-minute sequencing is going to be for yoga for tight hips. So if you're somebody that has tight hips or you know friends that have tight hips, please get them to watch this video, give us a thumbs up, and roll out your mat, and let's get started. All right, guys, so take a moment to come into a comfy laying down position onto your mat. You can bring your hands to your belly and close your eyes. We're going to take 3 deep breaths together. So finish your next exhale. And then inhale through your nose. Feel your hands on your belly begin to rise. Feel your chest begin to rise. As you exhale, feel your spine melt down and into your mat. Again, deep belly breath in. And exhale to feel the spine ground. And last one, deepest breath in. Hold your breath at the top of your inhale for 3, 2, and 1, and fully release your breath. And from here, we're just going to begin to slide the bottoms of the feet onto the mat, bending into the knees. From here, we're just going to take the arms out to cactus, so widening through the elbows. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to slowly work the bottoms of the feet together, and knees are going to begin to open wide. So as you're here, you always have the option to slide blocks underneath the knees as you come into bound ankle. Take a moment here. You can wiggle the hips side to side. You can massage the shoulders down and into the floor. I'm going to take about 5 breaths here. With every exhale, I want you to imagine you're applying a little bit more pressure onto the outsides of the knees. If you're somebody with really tight hips, you can always take your palms to the inside of your thighs just to kind of allow a little bit of pressure to happen there as well. So go ahead, 2 more breaths, allowing gravity to tug on the kneecaps. And 1 more breath. And after your 5 breaths are fully complete, you can cactus back through the arms, and on the inhale, begin to draw the bottoms of the feet back onto the mat, knees coming up through center. So from here, we're going to take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to extend the left foot to the front of our mat, and we're going to draw the right knee into the chest, interlocking our fingertips around the right shin. So from here, take a deep breath in, flex both toes back to the shins. As you exhale, try to pull the right knee down and into the chest. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale, pull it in. From here, we're going to come directly into a 1-leg happy baby. So right palm comes to the outside of your right foot. Left palm is going to come directly to your left hip. You're going to inhale and try to press your right heel up to the sky. As you exhale, try to draw your right knee down to your right shoulder. So sometimes you can notice a little tightness happening here. If you need to switch your grip, you can always send your right palm to the inside of your right foot. Or you can also take your right palm behind the right knee. So go ahead, whatever variation you're in, take 3 more breaths. As you inhale, maybe try to pull the right knee away from the right shoulder. And as you exhale, try to find a little bit more space to pull it down towards your mat. So go ahead, 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, release your right foot down to meet your left. You may notice that the right side actually feels a little bit longer than the left. You can point to the toes, flex the feet, maybe make some circles with your ankles. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and pull the left knee into the chest, keep your right foot extended, and interlock your fingertips in front of your left shin. So flexing both toes back towards the shin, take a deep belly breath in. And as you exhale, pull the left knee down towards the left shoulder. So 2 more times, inhale. And as you exhale, pull it in. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale, pull it in. From here, coming directly into that 1-leg happy baby, left palm to the outside of the left foot. Begin to flex the left foot up to the sky, and as you exhale, pull the left knee down towards the left shoulder. Option to take the right palm to the right hip. Also, again, if this is too much, you can slide the left palm to the inside of the left foot, pulling that left knee down, or you can slide the left palm behind the back of the left knee. So 2 more breaths. And taking a deep belly breath in. As you exhale, extend the left toes down to meet your right. Reach your palms up and overhead. Full body stretch. Point through the toes. Open up to the hands. As you exhale, pull your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. We're just going to find a little rocking sensation, so take your time to rock back. And then forth. We're going to do this 3 separate times, so rock back and forth. 1 more time back. And then all the way up on the last rock up. So as you're here, we're going to come into a comfortable seated position. So go ahead and take your hands to your knees, press the chest forward, and then draw the shoulder blades down. So from here, we're going to come into fire log legs. So for fire log legs, we're going to take the left shin directly underneath the right. So the right ankle is going to come directly on top of the left knee. The right knee is going to come directly over the left ankle. So pressing the knees down and in towards each other. So while you're here, you always have the option to slide a block underneath that right knee to find a little bit of extra space if your hips are not very open. So go ahead and begin to press the right knee down, bring your hands to heart center. So take a deep belly breath in. As you exhale, we're going to try to forward fold over the right shin. So palms begin to walk in front. Take a deep breath in, find length, and as you exhale, try to walk the palms a little bit farther forward. So you're going to begin to notice that outside of that right hip flexor turning on. So take a moment here. You can close your eyes. Find about 3 more breaths. If you need to walk your palms a little bit farther, you can always even come up onto your fingertips to find a little bit of extra space. You can always invite the chin down towards the chest, creating a little bit more length in the spine. Now on your next inhale, begin to walk your palms back in towards the shins, rolling up through your spine. So from here, you have the option to stay here for a few breaths, or you can take it a little step farther. We're going to try to bring the bottom of the left foot to the inner part of our left elbow. So from here, bottom of the right foot to the inner part of the left elbow. Right palm is going to wrap around to the outside of the right knee. From here, you can interlock fingertips. So as you inhale, you're almost trying to draw that right ankle in towards the chest. Then as you're here, you have the option to sway side to side. So as you're swaying side to side, maybe you can close your eyes and breathe here for a moment. You're just slowly opening and closing that right hip flexor. And find 2 more breaths. As you exhale, we're just going to begin to release that right foot back down to the left. We're going to go ahead and switch it out. We're going to bring the bottom of the right foot down towards the floor. We're going to take that left foot directly on top. So left knee presses down into the right ankle. Left ankle presses down into the right knee. Fire log legs. You can always slide that block underneath. Take a deep breath in, press the sit bones down, and as you exhale, forward fold. As you forward fold, walk the palms forward, maybe eventually drawing the chin into the chest, creating a little bit of extra length along your spine. So go ahead, take 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And on the next inhale, begin to walk the palms in towards the shins, rolling up through your spine. As you're here, shoulder blades come back over the hips. From here, we're going to send the bottom of that left foot put to the inner part of the right elbow. Left palm wraps around to the outside of the left elbow. From here, you interlock fingertips, and as you inhale, try to draw that shin a little bit closer to the chest. As you're here, you have the option to stay here. You can rock that left leg side to side, opening and closing through the left hip flexor. Find 2 more breaths. After both breaths are complete, you can begin to release that left foot back down on top of the right. Then take your time to come into tabletop pose on hands and knees. So as you come to hands and knees, go ahead and tuck your toes underneath. And then inhale, try to drop the belly, reach the heart forward. As you exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, maybe come up onto the fingertips. So go ahead, 3 more rounds with your own breath. After your 3 rounds are complete, palms plant, tuck your toes, and then lift the hips all the way up and back for downward facing dog. So as you come to down dog, take a moment here. You can bend into one knee and then the other. Shake out your hips side to side. And then as you're here, you're going to take a little bend into your knees. Press the belly button back towards the thighs. And 2 more breaths. And on your next inhale, we're going to begin to extend the right heel up to the sky. Go ahead and stack your hips. As you stack your hips, press that left heel down and into the floor a little bit more. Deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to send the right foot to the outside of the right hand. So as you step that right heel to the outside, you have the option to stay here. You can drop the back left knee and untuck the back left toes. So as you're here, go ahead and press the sit bones forward. And then allow your chest to press forward and that hip flexor slowly begins to open. So option to stay here for a few breaths, or you can begin to roll into the outside of the right foot. As the outside of the right foot opens, the right hip is going to begin to open. So a few breaths here. You can always come down to the forearms, finding a little bit of extra space between your hip and the chest. And 2 more breaths. So you have the option, you can stay here as long as you'd like. But on your next inhale, we're going to make our way back up onto the hands. Bottom of the right foot comes back down to the floor. Tuck the back left toe, lift your left knee. And we're just going to step the right toes back to down dog. Coming to down dog, inhale your left heel high, stack your hips. Try to gaze underneath that left arm and then press the right heel down and into the floor. Deep belly breath in. As you exhale, left palm steps to the outside of the left hand. From here, back right knee drops, back right toes untuck. From here, you have the option to stay here. You can roll into the outside of that left foot. Left hip flexor begins to open. Staying here for a few breaths or making your way down to your forearms for a little bit more of an intense version. So once again, you can stay here for as long as you like. We're going to stay here for 2 breaths. Go ahead and find 1 more breath. On your next inhale, begin to roll the bottom of that left foot back down, slide the palms directly underneath the shoulders, tuck the back right toe, lift the right knee, and then step yourself all the way back into downward facing dog. So from here, take a deep breath in, lift your heels. As you exhale, bend the knees and then look forward. And from here, we're just going to take our time to step into a wide straddle at the front of our mat. So heels open wide. Go ahead and turn the heels in, toes out. Take a deep belly breath in to lift halfway. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale to slowly rise all the way up to standing. Palms reach up and overhead. As you exhale, we're going to bring the hands to heart center. We're going to sink into goddess pose. So the knees begin to come out, hips become low. So as you're here, hips are low, you're squatting down, heels turn in, toes out. Go ahead and sink a little bit lower. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to bring the hands to the insides of the knees. So you maybe can sink down a little bit lower after that action. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, once again, a little bit lower. From here, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to dip the left shoulder blade in, right shoulder blade back. Maybe try to gaze over the right shoulder. The option to sway side to side, just slightly. 1 more breath. Inhale right back up through center, and then exhale, dip your right shoulder blade, pull the left shoulder blade back. Option to rock side to side. Inhale, come right back up through center. Inhale and slowly extend through the legs. Palms reach all the way up. As you exhale, forward fold, hands come in between the feet. Go ahead and turn the toes forward. So as you turn the toes forward, inhale for halfway lift. Come up onto the fingertips. Exhale to fold. From here, plant down through the hands. Step back either through downward facing dog, or you can move through a vinyasa. On your next inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and then step to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. From here, we're going to take the hands directly in front of the toes. We're going to heel to the feet out just slightly. We're going to come into a little yogi squat. So you're going to send the weight to the toes, dip the hips down towards the heels. So as you're here, we're going to begin to separate the knees. So take the knees out wide, hands to the insides of the feet. So as you're here, knees open, heels sink low. From here, you have the option, you can bring your hands to heart center. We're going to apply a little bit of pressure into the outsides of the elbows and the insides of the knees, so the hips slightly open. So find 2 more breaths. Keep pressing with the elbows to find a little extra space. Option to stay here, or from here we're going to take that left palm, we're going to reach it in front of the left shin, inhaling the right palm all the way up to the sky. So as you're here, you have the option to stay right here. You can begin to move into a bind. Right palm to the small of your back. Maybe that left palm can wrap around the left shin and find peace fingers to open up to the right shoulder. So keep your balance, 2 more breaths. One more breath. On your next inhale, unwind. Bring your hands directly back to heart center. 1 breath with a neutral spine. As you exhale, right palm reaches off to the right side. Inhale your left palm up. Option to stay here or slide that left palm to the small of your back. Right palm in front of the right shin to find a bind. Peace fingers come together, left shoulder blade pulls back. 2 breaths. One more breath. Inhale, unbind. Come right back up through center. Deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to forward fold. Walk the palms forward. And then chin falls into the chest. Find a little extra push into the hands to find length in the spine. 2 more breaths. Option to come up onto your fingertips. On your next inhale, begin to walk the palms back in towards the toes. And then from here, we're just going to make our way into a comfortable seated position onto our mat. So as you come to your mat, go ahead and bring the bottoms of the feet towards the ground. So from here, we're going to come into a pose called cow face. So how we're going to get there is we're going to take that right heel and we're going to slide it by the left sit bone so that knee is facing forward. Second part, we're going to take the right foot over the left thigh and then try to send that left foot to the right hip. So the reason why they call it cow face is whenever you look down, it actually looks like a cow face. This is the front, and the 2 feet are the little hooves that kind of kick out to the side. So from here, take a deep breath in, maybe take the palms down towards the floor. As you exhale, palms walk forward, forward folding over that left shin. So lots of forward folds here. As you're here, you always have the option to stay here a little bit longer. But like I said, we're just going to take 2 breaths. You can always pause the video just to breathe for a few extra breaths. On your next inhale, walk the palms back in towards the knees. We're just going to switch our grip. So go ahead, roll back onto the sit bones, unwind through the feet. And then from here, we're going to send that left foot to the right hip and then extend that right foot over the left leg to the left. So making sure both knees are in line with each other. Inhale, try to ground down through both sit bones, reach up through the crown of the head. As you exhale, try to forward fold. So once again, you can always keep the palms down. You can bring the palms up. Close your eyes, focus on your breath. And then also try to focus on sending your breath to your hips. Maybe with every exhale, you feel yourself grounding down a little bit more to the right hip. And on the next inhale, begin to walk the palms back in towards the knees, rolling up through the spine. Go ahead and send your hands behind your hips, rock back onto the hips as you unwind. We're going to bring the bottoms of the feet towards the mat and go ahead and roll back onto your back. As you roll onto the back, we're going to try to find the edges of the mat with the feet. So separate the knees wide. Go ahead and take the arms out into a T. So from here, we're just going to allow the legs to fall all the way over to the left as our gaze comes to the right. Now we're going to keep this motion going, inhaling through center, exhaling knees right, gaze left. 3 more times. Inhale up, exhale to the left. Inhale up, exhale to the right. 1 more time with your own breath. So this time, inhale, come right back up through center. As you exhale, drop your knees over to the left, gaze to the right. So you have the option to stay here or try to slide that left ankle on top of the right knee to almost find a little extra length down that right hip flexor. So go ahead, 3 deep breaths here. So as we're coming to the slowing down portion of our class, try to slow down your breath. Maybe take in a deeper inhale and create a longer exhale. After those 3 breaths are fully complete, you can remove that left foot from the right knee. Inhale your knees right back up through center, and then exhale, drop the knees over to the right. So option to stay here 3 breaths, or slide that right ankle on top of the left knee to apply a little bit of pressure to that left hip. So close your eyes, allow your shoulder blades to unwalk. And find 3 more breaths. Slow, easy inhales. Slow, easy exhales. And after that final and third exhale, remove that right heel from the left knee. Inhale the knees right back up through center. So you have the option, you can always come back into a bound ankle, bottoms of the knees opening up. But for now, we're just going to allow the bottoms of the feet to come down. We're going to begin to prepare ourselves for our final resting pose. So wiggle out your hips side to side. Maybe take the heels a little bit wider than your mat. Separate through the hands. And then just allow your spine to sink down and into the floor. Take a few moments here to just notice your hip flexors. Notice the breath coming down and into your lower abdomen. And then try to soften down through the face. So you can stay here as long as you'd like, maybe 5 to 7 minutes. But I'm just going to close our little hip practice in prayer today. So go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Dear Lord, we just allow you to come into this space today. May you fall in here and just come into our lives to kind of change our outlook, to change our perspective. Lord, I pray that you allow us to find grace and peace throughout today and for the rest of our days. Allow us to have a sense of comfort and to also walk with confidence, to know that you have taken care of everything. That in this place in our lives, you know exactly where we are meant to be right now. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale everything out. Hands come to heart center. And amen. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this hip opener flow. Go ahead and drop down your favorite pose that we did in the comment section down below. And go ahead and smash that thumbs up and subscribe to the Christians Do Yoga YouTube channel. We love to see you on there. Once again, thank you guys so much and hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Want more? We've broken down 15 poses you're likely to experience in a yoga class or video and created an easy-to-follow guide. We offer benefits, tips, and explain how to make each pose easier or harder depending on your experience level. Head over to posturebreakdown.com and download your free guide today.
Was that really weird? You know friends that have tight hips. If you or all your friends have tight hips, including your mom. Ready? 3, 2, 1, action. Kiki, do you love me? Are you running? That's a song. Thank you guys. I keep saying thank you. I say thank you like 1,001 times. Also, jeez. Also, I forgot my name. Jeez, Louise. One more time. I got this. Watch all the rest of our channels. And is that correct, channels? One more time. I got this. 3, 2, 1, go. I did a snap point. Was it dorky? Do I need to do another one? I'm being really dorky today.